stop and take charge of their lives and raise themselves. Why wasn't your brother there for you?
I'm not really sure. I'm sure he had his own reasons, but about a week, 3 weeks after the funeral, he decided that he wanted to move to Houston. And instead of going with him, I told him that I would stay with his girlfriend.
Gina, you're 15 at the time. You only turned 16. You have no place to live, no house, no income, other than your survivor's benefits. I'm sure that at that point in time, that wasn't coming on a regular basis. What did you think you were going to do?
I really didn't know. I just figured that I should try my best to stay in school. I had promised my parents repeatedly that I would graduate.
And so, from this point, initially you stayed with some friends?
Yeah.
You moved in with some other friends?
I stayed with this group of friends at the edge of the city I was going to school at, and stayed there for about 3 months before I moved in with another friend that lasted 2 weeks, and then moved in with another friend for another 3 months.
All this while going to school every day?
Yes, and by this time I was 16 already.
And how are you eating? You say your friends are feeding you. Are you helping out a little bit at the house with them?
I was helping out at the house a little bit. There was always some form of ramen or something.
Well, who stopped social services from coming and picking you up? The 15-year-old's not...
They didn't know. The school didn't know.
Explain this. You went to school every day. Nobody knew that both your parents were dead. You were going to class every day.
Both my parents were dead, and everybody at the school knew that. What they didn't know was that I was no longer with my brother.
So they thought you were living with your brother.
Yeah.
They just accepted you coming every day, but you weren't.
Pretty much.
So after the 6 months, then you moved in with who?
I moved in with a friend of mine named Mary, and I stayed there for 3 months before my brother invited me to move back to his house, and he seemed like it would be a good idea, so I moved in with him for a while. The day after I moved back in with him, he had Social Security started. Mm-hmm. And the thing was, I had already known how to take care of my own bills. I was even helping the people I was living with take care of their bills. Mm-hmm. And when I got to my brother's, he wouldn't tell me anything about the money. He wouldn't let me make any decisions. He told me that I should just worry about being a kid. And
that's not what you wanted to do.
It's kind of hard to go backwards.
I know, but now I'm looking at you right now, and I'm trying to figure out how you go forward. Okay, I hear you, and I think everybody understands your story very clearly. Because nobody wants to wind up in foster care. Nobody wants to wind up with people that they don't know. But girlfriend, have you looked in the mirror lately? When the last time you looked in it? You haven't. Do you know how this is wearing on you right now? Can you even tell? Talk to me first. Stop with all the things that you have to do to just make everybody else think you're so perfect. How hard has this been, Gina?
It's been very hard. I know I look so tired. I've looked tired for a long time. But I know now, and I knew then, that if I would have gotten away from the people that I had, my friend Mary, my boyfriend, that I would have gone insane.
If you didn't have them. But there are services for people like yourself. Social Security, survivor benefits, things, aid to children.
I get Social Security ever since my brother started up. When I moved out of his house and moved back with my friend Mary's, I had help from a reporter and
What did you tell them, hon? Because apparently you told the reporter about your story. Why?
I had decided after a month of living with my brother that, and nothing being paid on the tombstone or the plot where they were buried, that I wanted to get a tombstone on there. And I had been reading this reporter's articles in the paper, and I really thought they were good. And so I emailed her thinking that if anybody should know, a reporter knows lots of things, so maybe she can point me in the right direction to getting a headstone started for them. And when I emailed her, I wasn't expecting that much of a response, but escalated into a whole article running on the front page of the Dallas Morning
And
News.
then everybody found out that you had been living by yourself and run the school, and all those people who were sneaking messages.
Halfway through the year, Joyce contacted the school, and they gave me an extension on my grades. They put me on free lunch. They were very understanding about it all. As soon as the article ran, we raised enough money to have a tombstone put in, and I'm thinking sometimes in the next 2 months I'll have a service held for it.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole time it's kind of like a dream, like you're not even there, like you're watching yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't feel like you.
A number of children that are out here doing what Gina's doing, we don't know. There are kids that are living this way across this country every single day. I know high school was the end of it, correct, in a sense. You were living right now to make sure you fulfill that dream for your parents.
Well, considering I know I can do it now, I'm trying to decide which college I want to go to. I'm probably going to go for my business degree.
I wish you could do it too. Positive. Let me help you out with that a little bit. We'll take a break. When we come back, there are going to be 2 teenage sisters who had to fight to stay together. You'll understand why when we come back. We'll be back right after this.